Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car, a game about two strangers on a little road trip. That's all I really know. It's just a little visual novel. Without further ado, though, let's get right into it. Whose eyes will you see the road through? Oh, choices already. Superverse. Gun it. I lay back against the passenger seat. It's weird sitting on this side of the car, but my stomach's been feeling off for a while and I just can't drive. So I've handed my keys over to this stranger. What's the worst that could happen, right? I stare at the window, watching the unchanging scenery whiz by. There's an awkward silence, but I don't feel like filling it. It's so stuffy in the car. I reach for the window control button and let the window roll open. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just gonna hurl themselves at a moving car. Or who knows, maybe they would. Fair enough. The slight breeze feels good against my neck. But this guy looked like he wants to say something. So, I guess this is kind of strange to be asked it after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... Yeah, Shelby, that's right. Shelby. Nice to officially meet you then, Shelby. My name's... Dustin. Okay. Oh, why would you respond to that with okay? He looks dissatisfied. How was he expecting me to react? Not with okay. It's not like I really care. But somehow he doesn't look very much like a Dustin. I continue staring out at the window. The sky is so red. Normally I think it's supposed Excuse me. Normally I'd think it was pretty, but now it's just depressing me. Bad things come out after dark. I remember that all too well. I'd rather not think about that. So I decided to break the silence after all. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh. He looks surprised. I guess I haven't been talking much since we met. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, this and that. I never really settled into one thing in particular. What does that mean? That was weird, whatever. Oh, those are options. That was weird. He doesn't sound like he really wants to talk about it. I wonder what his job really was. I was in waste management, ma. Maybe he was just a trash collector. He looked kind of dirty. Well, I shouldn't be rude. I'm not much of a catch myself. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Yeah, well, it's really my dad's car. Or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. After Dad got that 3rd DUI, his license was revoked. He used that as an excuse to never leave the house. It was just as well anyways. Sometimes he'd leave the car somewhere and forget where. Guess he didn't. Sorry, never mind. I'm feeling surprisingly calm about this. It's like I'm on the outside looking in. Wink, wink. I wonder if I'm really that callous. Maybe the apocalypse is just giving me more perspective. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Fair enough. Pretty quiet in here, huh? Yeah, take a hint already. Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Still. Do you think there are any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. I reach downwards towards the console and turn the radio dial in one direction. Nothing but static, sometimes metallic screeching. Great. Hang on a second. Go back down. What did he hear exactly? There couldn't really be something there, could there? I slowly rotate the knob back the other way. Wait. There it is, I think? Is that mariachi? Oh my god. Oh my god, I cannot believe. Out of all the music that could be playing, this is what we get? What am I thinking? Of course it is. Of course we're on the highway to hell, in the dark, and mariachi is the only music available to us. The combination of Spanish vocals and horns on the track are completely ridiculous right now. I'm actually dying. The dulcet tones of this fabulous man are actually killing me. That was not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out there running this? Of all the music left, man, takes a minute to settle down, but then... Wait, isn't this the same song again? It's probably on an endless loop. Why wouldn't it be? Typical. Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all. And the undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. What do you think a zombie'd even listen to? Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie? Or maybe they're all into baby metal these days. I don't know, I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. You know, I've always wondered this, but what exactly are they grateful for exactly? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace, huh? I wish they'd let the rest of us have some. Ain't so bad right now anyway. Well, except for that. He gestures towards the console. 107 is now the Infinite Loop Mariachi radio station. So what are you into anyway? Music-wise? Oh god, it's really gonna loop the entire time we play. Music-wise, I really like Atlantis, Morissette, top 40 hits, that sort of thing. Not like I had a lot of free time to explore my musical tastes or anything. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Will you judge me if I say I actually haven't heard of him? No, that might be for the best. He doesn't have to know that I unironically like baby metal. What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or Marley or something, but... Well, you'll probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. ABBA. Oh my god, I can't keep a straight face. I lose it. Everything is just too much. He looks kinda sullen. I'm sorry, Dustin. But not that sorry. Told you. But no, it's fine. Their music's catchy. I managed to get those words out. All this laughing's making my stomach hurt more, damn it. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Oh, your parents? Yeesh. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for... Alanis? I don't know. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there's no right answer to that question. Except for that one. I'm 22. What kind of reaction is that? No, whoa, you look so young or anything like that. I wonder how old Dustin is anyways. This music's kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff. Should be happy to have it. That's sure an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough out of you. He purposefully reaches over and shuts off the radio. Thank you, Dustin, thank God. Heck, he's got a surprisingly immature side to him, too. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? What? Where did that come from all of a sudden? Pause. Why do you have to ruin the mood like that? Getting dark, huh? The sun sets so late in the summer. I'm a bit surprised we have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the streetlights and all. It's like the sky has just been saving it up. Looks a bit like a dying fire. That sounds kind of morbid, but kind of fitting for the end of the world. It's silent again for a long while, but it doesn't last. So you never really told me what it is you do. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job or anything, but, well, what do you like to do? Or what did you do before everything? Like to do, huh? I turn my eyes to the window as I think on my life. Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. Wake up, shower, go to work. Have a lunch break, back to work. Get off work, eat dinner, watch TV for a few minutes before passing out. And the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it. And after leading such a boring life, I ended up here. Probably not even gonna go out with a bang. My death's gonna be just as dull as my life. I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. It was tough. Probably tougher now. All kind of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. And you just wonder why you didn't, spend your time better, Oh, I want to be nice to Dustin, but it wasn't that deep. That's actually exactly how I feel about it too. I'm surprised that I'm actually able to relate to him. Hey, Dustin's chill. Yeah. But I guess that doesn't matter either way. Zombies don't care whether you're a good or a bad person. We're all gonna die anyway. So what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. I used to travel a lot. Looking for work and stuff. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Did he backpack across Europe or something? What does nomad mean in this context? Well, whatever. That sounds really cliche. Not really. It sort of suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. It's to a pretty dark place. That's to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? I used to wish for that, too. I wanted to be free. I didn't want to be responsible for Dad anymore. And now I'm not, but I can't say whether that's really a good thing or not. Wishes never do come true in the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's paw. My stomach starts to throb painfully. I look down and press my hand against it. I felt okay for a while there, but it's acting up again. God, why did all this have to happen? Still feeling nauseous? Damn, I shouldn't be so obvious about it. I don't want to cause any trouble. This might be causing even more trouble, though. Oh, yeah, it's kind of a little bit better, but... Anyway, I move my hand away from my stomach. It's not like resting my hand there will make the pain go away. In a way, as long as I feel the pain, I know I'm still alive. That was morbid as hell. What is wrong with me? I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. You think we should stop and rest? I glance at the fuel gauge on the dashboard, nervous. We barely have a fourth of the tank left as is. Nah, like it or not, we're gonna be stopping soon anyway. Braking now would just waste gas. Wonder what it is, though. Trying to ignore my pain, I keep my eyes on the endless road stretched out ahead of us. It really hurts now. I don't think I've been in this much pain in my entire life. And that's saying a lot, considering what I have to go through every month. I deserve this, don't I? I shouldn't feel bad about it. I brought it on myself. Do you ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? From the moment I swung that baseball bat, I sealed my own fate. Just as I start to sink into really dark thoughts, I hear Dustin's voice. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stop to wonder what my own life was worth, it's a dangerous train of thought, that, I'll tell you that. We're here, that's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and why of it is just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we were really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple of months, I just kept working. Kept on like everything was fine. And then I couldn't ignore it anymore. And then Dad, how do I even begin to explain? Listen, you don't gotta answer me if you don't want, but you're your old man. What happened? My dad? I killed him. I smacked him in the head with a baseball bat and then ran like hell. So he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. But then they wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore. So he wandered off to another one. It just so happened that that part of town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. Does it count as murder if you kill a zombie? Does it count as murder if you never get arrested because your town's entire police force is now undead? It's pretty pathetic, huh? So was my dad. And so am I. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. My stomach is burning with pain now, and guilt. I stare out the window, seeing nothing but darkness. Who knows what could be lurking out there? Though that hasn't changed since way before, I guess. Hey. I feel a sudden warmth on top of my hand, hesitant at first, but then steady. Oh, Dustin's hand envelops mine and I feel comforted, safe. We're still here, just remember that. Until that changes, they're still down. Things might never get any better. Be stupid to assume that they would. But while we're still breathing, there's still hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Ha! Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, it must be hard losing someone that close to you. Wow, where do I even start? Be honest with him. For some reason, I feel like I can be honest with Dustin. Even though I barely know him, I trust him. Somehow. My mouth opens all on its own and words spill out. Honestly, I felt relieved when he died. Then I felt awful for feeling relieved. But I spent 7 years of my life taking care of him. And at the end of it all, I just felt free. Not that I got to enjoy that feeling of freedom for long. It makes me feel like a monster to admit all this to someone else. It really does. That's the truth. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. He's right. I know that I'm only human. I'm not a monster. Not yet, anyway. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out here like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. Dustin, I can't go on like this, just keeping it to myself. Hey, Dustin? There's something I need to tell you. Touch my stomach lightly with the palm of my hand. The surging pain reminds me that I'm no longer entirely human. Oh, I gave my humanity up when I killed my dad. Don't do that! I should have said something before, but I wanted to, but I was scared. I'm still scared. I didn't even hesitate. I hung that baseball bat as hard as I could. And then he bit me in the stomach as a parting gift as he crumpled to the ground. Even in death, Dad still found some way to screw me over. Hey, stop. It's okay. I always blamed Dad for Mom leaving us. He was selfish, he was an asshole, he was this, he was that. Well, just look at me. I've put Dustin's life in danger. I've lied to him since the day we met. I'm my father's daughter. But I... Just keep calm, alright? We don't even realize how all this works, so... Maybe there's a way. I'm so sorry. Does it hurt? Not as much as I expected it to. I just mostly feel cold and hungry. I'm not even sure that it has anything to do with being bitten. If it wasn't for this... I looked down at my stomach. I think I just imagined it. I wish I was dreaming right now. I wish this wasn't reality. I wish I was dead. Careful there. Remember that thing about wishes. Monkey's paw, right? I guess sitting in a car beats having customers or my manager yell at me. Silver lining. Retail? Almost as bad as zombies. It's worse. It's worse. Worse, probably. I agree, Dustin. Anyway, you should sleep if you want to. Probably be on this road for a while. A while, huh? Well, a rest does sound nice. No, we're gonna wake up and we'll eat Dustin! I always had to get up so early for work. I'm not used to being up this late. I'm starting to feel real sleepy. Yeah, you're right. Will you wake me up if anything happens? My mind flashes to the baseball bat still in my trunk. No, I won't think about that right now. Of course. And hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back there at any rate. Yeah, maybe there'll even be a station that plays both Alanis and ABBA. Maybe I've been running ever since Mom left. I never looked back, just kept going. It was all I could do to keep from falling apart. Dustin and I, we've both done enough. We've both gotten farther than I ever thought possible. I notice that the fuel gauge light is on, but I feel strangely at peace. I close my eyes, smiling as my consciousness already starts to drift. Wherever this road goes, whatever lies at the end of it, we live. For that will remain no matter what. So for now, let's just keep going forward. That's pretty good. Pretty good. What a beautiful story. Let's do it again from the perspective of him. Gun it. I put the pedal to the floor. The wheels screech as we pull out into the lane. The car swerves, but it doesn't really matter. There's no one else out here as far as the eye can see. The abandoned station shrinks behind us until it's gone. And then it's just us and the long road. The world outside the windows passes by us in an abstract, like the whole world's given up on having any meaning. We drive in silence. After a while, I hear the faint buzzing of the power window being rolled down. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just gonna hurl themselves at a moving car. Fair enough. Well, that was a thrilling conversation. So, guess this is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... Yep. Shelby. It's nice to officially meet you then, Shelby. Name's Dustin. Okay. The car shudders briefly as we rumble over the series of potholes. Then the road smooths again. The humming of the engine reminds me of a storm brewing far off on the horizon. Beyond these occasional noises, we sit in silence. So what were you doing here before everything happened? Oh. Wow, that's the first time she's actually started a conversation. Guess I'm not so intimidating after all. What was I doing? God, what was I? A whole lot of nothing. Bet that sounds super impressive, huh? Just a scruffy drifter. Not so sure she wants to hear that. Bend the truth. I was moving cross country. Then everything went south. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Yeah. Well, it's really my dad's car, or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. Guess he didn't. Sorry, never mind. It's okay. Booze. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Pretty quiet in here, huh? Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. You think there's any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. She's fiddling with the dial. Pretty sure we're not gonna find anything. Static comes in and out in waves. Every so often, the distortion gives the illusion of natural sound, then it goes right back to nothingness. Just then, though... Hang on a sec, go back. I think I actually heard something. The noise fades in and out, then something comes in an auditory focus. Is that mariachi? I can't contain myself. The sound is unmistakable. Horns blare joyously over the static in a sick fanfare, while a man's voice wails softly over it. I'm laughing so hard I nearly pissed myself. Shelby's nearly there too. That was not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out there running this? Of all the music that would be left, man, I sink back into the driver's seat, letting my mind drift to the music. The dissonance is almost comforting. As the fractured chords wash over me, I try to pretend that I'm lounging in a truck bed somewhere. I knew he was Southern! Out in the sun, mid-afternoon, shirt damp and dirty from a hard day's work. For a moment, I almost believe it. The music falls short for a few seconds before starting up again. Wait, isn't this the same song again? Ugh, it's probably on endless loop, because why wouldn't it be? Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all. And the undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. What do you think a zombie even listen to? Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie? Maybe they're all into baby metal these days. I don't know. I think Grateful Dead seems more apt. I've always wondered this, but what exactly are they grateful for? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace, huh? I wish they'd let the rest have some. I ain't so bad right now anyway. Well, except for that. I shake my hand at the radio controls. So what are you into anyway? Music-wise? I really like Alanis, Morissette, top 40 hits, that sort of thing. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Will you judge me if I say I actually haven't heard of them? No, that might be for the best. What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or Marley or something. But you probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. ABBA. Just as I thought, she starts laughing at my expense. It's a nice sound, though. I'm not going to be poetic and say that it sounds like music or anything like that. Still, it's good to hear. Told you. No, it's fine. Their music's catchy. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Your parents? Yeesh. How old are you, anyways? You seem a bit young for honest. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there's no right answer to that question. Except for that one. I'm 22. Shit. God, that's so young. She's practically a kid. What was I doing when I was 22? Still wasting my life, I reckon. Wonder if she's even been to school. That young and that whole damn world's crashing around her. I try not to make a face, but I can see my knuckles going white as my fingers grip harder into the wheel. This music's kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff? You should be happy to have it. That's sure an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. I reach down and turn the volume knob to a sharp left, and the radio goes blissfully silent. Farewell, you bailing man. Now it's just us again. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? It's getting dark, huh? Sun sets so late in the summer. Oh. I guess she doesn't want to think about it. Can't say I blame her. I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at this hour. Especially without the street lights and all. It's like the sky has just been saving it up. Looks a bit like a dying fire. Kinda fit for the end of the world. So you really never told me what it is you do. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job or anything, but well, What do you like to do? What did you do before everything? Actually, I worked a lot. Didn't really have much time. I didn't really have time for much other than that. Wake up, shower, go to work, have a lunch break, back to work, get off work, eat dinner, watch TV for a couple minutes before passing out, and the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. And that was about it. I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. Was tough. Probably tougher now. All kind of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. You just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? Yeah. But I guess that doesn't matter either way. So what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Well, that sure is lofty. That sounds really cliche. Not really, sort of suits you. Tell the truth, I really haven't had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. It gets to a pretty dark place. It got to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's ball. I don't think she noticed, but I don't think she knows I've noticed, but she's been pressing at her gut a lot. Wonder if she's still alright. Since I first ran into her, she's been in a rough way. I'm not sure it's gotten much better. We probably could have looked for some more bags of that ginger stuff. Still feeling nauseous? Hmm? Oh yeah, it's gotten a little better, but I'm just exhausted. This doesn't help things. You know how it is. I do, but Christ, I'm really not equipped for this. I know first aid, I can stitch up a cut, but gastric distress is a bit beyond me. You think we should stop and rest? Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking will just waste gas. Right, fuel. If everything wasn't so weird these days anyway, I'd call it suspicious that there was only a single tank's worth left. Not much we can do about that, though. One word it is, then. Did you ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far? Is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? I didn't I used to. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. So if I stop to wonder what my own life was worth, it's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here. That's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and the whys of it is just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we were really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple of months, I just kept working, kept on like everything was fine. And then, listen, you don't gotta answer me if you don't wanna, but you're an old man. What happened? My dad? Ha. So he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. They wouldn't let him in our nearby liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to another one. It just so happened that that part of town was infested. Sort of took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. It's pretty pathetic, huh? So is my dad. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. Right, now I feel like I want to puke. Hey, please don't say things like that, Shelby. One of us has to keep this up. I slide my right hand off the wheel. Her hand is resting by her leg near the center console, so I reach over. I thought she might pull away, but she doesn't. Her shoulders fall, and I think I hear her sigh. Wow. Her skin feels really cold. Is that normal? Maybe because the window's open? Maybe it's because she's sick. I really wish I knew more about medical stuff right now. Actually, if she had a fever, shouldn't she be hotter? Chill like that can't be normal. It's not even that cold in here. But we're still here. Just remember that. Till that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they will. But while we're still breathing, there's still hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Ha. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, I bet it must be hard, losing something that close to you. Yeah, I guess. It all happened so fast. Still trying to come to terms with it. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I know care. No one I care about has been around in a long while. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out there like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. The car's clock is set right. It's nearing 1 in the morning now. The road is as dead as it ever was, but it somehow feels even emptier. More sinister. Like all the shadows behind us are teaming up in a hungry mass, just waiting to swallow us whole. My eyes are getting heavier. Can't stop now, though. We still got so much farther to go. Even if we... Hey, Dustin? Something I need to tell you. She puts her hand on her stomach again. Blatant instinct tells me to not take my eyes off the road, but I do anyway to look at her. She looks real bad, worse than I've seen yet. A couple of times she opens and shuts her mouth. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? I should have said something before. I wanted to, but I was scared. I'm still scared. Damn it. God damn it, I should have known it. I've heard so much unreliable crap about the symptoms, but I guess they weren't so full of shit after all. Hey, stop. It's okay. But just keep calm, alright? You don't even really know how all this works, so maybe there's a way. Does it hurt? Not as much as I expected it to. I mostly just feel cold, hungry. I'm not even sure if it has to do with anything getting bitten. If it wasn't for this, I might just think I imagined it. I wish I was dreaming right now. I wish this wasn't reality. Fuck it all. I thought I was keeping it together. Don't do this to me, kid. I swallow, but it doesn't make my throat any less dry. The corners of my eyes are burning. Careful there. Remember that thing about wishes. Monkey's paw, right? I guess sitting in a car beats having customers when my manager yell at me. Silver lining. Retail? Almost as bad as zombies. Worse, probably. I try, but I can't muster up the will to laugh. Anyway, you should sleep if you want to. We'll probably be on this road a while. Yeah, you're right. Will you wake me up if anything happens? Of course. And hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back here at any rate. Yeah. Maybe there'll even be a station that plays both Alanis and ABBA. If there is or ever a station like that out there, I'd love to hear it. Hell, I'd love to shake the hand of whoever was running it. This life's too short to not just do whatever the hell you want. I guess it ain't the time to be waxing on that. I don't know how much longer this tank's gonna get us. Well, ain't much else to do now, but go until we can't anymore. The road is long, and our course is true. Nowhere to run but forward. Oof. Oof. It was even harder with more context. Just hit harder. Oof. Man, I just love these indie passion projects, man. This is something you'd never see out of EA. Or one of those big companies who just want money. I mean, you can tell that real passion went into this project. It's just something you don't see anymore. Fortunately. I almost don't want to do the rest of the endings. Might as well the other options. Just because of how beautiful that last bit was. I'm gonna go through, see if any of those other choices have any difference on the story. And if not, I will be back to you with that information. Wait. Probably better not to. He doesn't need to know about all my baggage. Yeah, I guess. It all happened so fast. I'm still trying to come to terms with it. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. See that? So I just remembered something pretty funny. My stomach is burning, but I feel so cold. How can I be burning and freezing at the same time? My brain feels foggy. It's like I'm feverish. I dig my fingers into the wound, hoping the pain will keep me conscious. I feel nothing but hunger. I'm so hungry. A few weeks ago, I was running down this alley, and I saw this old poster, right? Real beaten up weathered thing. Scribbled on the corner of it. Dustin's voice just makes me feel hungrier. Please stop talking. I'm feeling less and less like myself. Hey, are you sure you're really feeling alright? No, I'm not. But don't worry about it. It'll all be over soon. Shelby? Shelby. Slowly turn my head towards Dustin and lick my lips in anticipation. There's definitely different endings. That's for sure. Let her be. Wow, yeah, I'm not gonna be a creep about it. She's already tense enough, but we'll stay here just to try to remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. I don't know why, but the air feels colder. Maybe it's time to roll up the window. Hey. She doesn't look so good. So I just remembered something pretty funny. Nothing? She's warned me already. Haha. A few weeks ago, I was running down this alley and I saw this old poster, right? Real beat up weathered thing. Scribbled on the corner of it. What is she looking at? Is she even listening? Hey, are you really sure you're feeling alright? Yeah, please say something. Shelby? She keeps staring straight forward at something at nothing. Besides the glow of the headlights on the empty road, it's pitch black outside. There isn't a thing to see. She hasn't fallen asleep. Her eyes are still open. The car gives a bit of a sputter. The gauge on it is empty. Actually, the warning light's been on a while. Shelby. Shit, come on now. Pull to the side of the road. This rust bucket's on its last legs anyways. The engine cuts off with a depreciative sigh. Hey, talk to me. You need to puke or something? Shelby? She says nothing and sits still as a statue. I'm not even sure she's breathing. Do I touch her? Start to reach out my hand. Just then, she turns slowly to look at me. Her mouth hangs. Her eyes are completely empty. She stares at me, only lifeless, and leans in closer. I should have seen this coming. There we go, guys. That was The Shadows That Run Alongside of Our Car. Just a beautiful visual novel. Real passion product. Very well made when you look at it from both sides. Play both characters, see their stories. Get full context to the story. Very, very good. As always, Discord in the Discord and game in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to come be active in our Discord. That's about it for this video, guys. And I will see you in the next one.